You guys want to know the big reason match quality has gone down so much in the recent months? Simple answer. There's a lot of new players. A lot of new players. But it's not the full story. I had a game recently where there's a level 40 or 30 something. It was like 38 or something, or like 40 something. I can't remember. It was like early 40s or late 30s. The guy didn't know how a garrison really worked. He knew it was a spawn point. He knew the vocab term garrison, but he couldn't really tell you how it worked. He didn't really use his map, and he was communicating though, which is great. But I've noticed this a lot in games. I've even on the match quality is definitely better on these like skill or the level capped servers like 30 plus and stuff like that. But not much better sometimes. There are a lot of new players playing this game now, and they're trying to learn. It's a hard game. There's a lot of details you got to learn to play this game correctly. Coordinate with 49 other people. It's hard. It's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy, but um, I do think there's a lot of level like 25s and like 30s and maybe even 40s that just still don't know like details of the game they probably should know. Um, and they played the game for a decent amount of time, a couple weeks at least. Maybe like 100 hours or something in the game. I'm not super sure what that is. Like the equivalent is right in that amount of playing time, but they just like don't know what shit is, and it's crazy to me. There's like no one like telling them, I guess. And you know how to solve this problem. And you know what the real problem is in this game too, and why games are shitty, and why higher level players are like still not that good at the game. Is because no one's fucking talking, dude. Not enough people talk. Not enough people take the lead and teach a fellow gamer what the fuck is going on in the game. There are so many learning experiences in this game, and I am grateful to the players in this community. The community is great for the most part, except the egomaniacs in my last video. But there's a lot of great people that really that really take pride in this game, and take pride in their skill, and teach others how to play. I learned what a garrison was and how to build one when I was like level 5. I'd taken squad leader for the first time, um, and there's supplies to some South Point or something like that, and it was just like a backup garrison, right? And the commander asked me in the command chat like, "Hey, make that garrison." And I'm like, "I got you, man." And then I go over the supplies. I'm like standing on top of them, you know what I mean? Like trying to put the garrison on top of it. Uh, well, I couldn't even. Well, here's the deal. I knew it was my stopwatch, but I didn't know how to use the stopwatch. I was like clicking, like left clicking, and like fucking trying to like find a, trying to like maybe I have to stand next to it, maybe it's like interact with the supplies, like hold E on it, all these things, and then you know what I did? I couldn't figure out for like 2 minutes, and then the commander asked me again in command. He's like, "Hey, you got that garrison set up?" And I'm like, "You know what, man? I'm new and I don't know how to place a garrison." And you know what? He was like, "Oh, dude, just hold right click and then find a place and then build it, and then hold left click and then you can place it." So simple, so simple. And I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but the first time I was in command chat, I was pretty scared. I was kind of nervous because you had a lot of guys that knew what they're doing or sounded like they knew what they're doing, and I'm no fucking noob. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what I'm like saying. And then like, even like spotting tanks and stuff. I'm like, there's a tank, guys. I see it. I remember I was learning to use the command wheel, like the marking wheel, and I remember I was in command chat, go like, "Yo, I see a tank! I see a tank!" And I didn't know which one it was. Like, I didn't fucking know what the hell which one it was, right? When I see a tank, I'm just right here, and they're like, "We can't see it. Like, can you mark it?" And I'm like, "I don't know. How do you mark it? You know?" And then guess what? They fucking taught me how to market. And like during that whole time too, I was like talking in the wrong chat too. So I was like talking in command chat for like my squad and like talking in squad chat for the command. So just like fucking everything up. So funny. Um, but there were guys there that were willing to teach me, and that was just so cool. And it made the game so much more fun. And able to like actually talk to them and being able to like know if what you're saying actually made sense or like was good communication, because too much communication can be bad too. But sorry, now I'm ranting. Now I'm kind of on a tangent here, but the point is that match quality is so bad is I think is because a lot of people who have been playing this game are kind of know the game, aren't teaching people who don't know the game at all. And here's the thing: you don't have to be like an expert in the game to teach someone something. If you know something or you think you know it, just say I think it's this, or I think this is how an OP works. And if you look at your map, like press M and you can see like certain things lighting up red, and I think that means that enemies are nearby. You don't have to know the distance, I don't even know like the full distances either, but just kind of know generally what the fuck is going on. And if you think you know an answer to something for a noob, or you see a noob struggling with something, just say something and ask him like what's up. Ask him what's up. Like my support, I've seen a couple supports that really want to be helpful, like they're low levels, like 5 and stuff, that they know support's important and they know the supplies are important for a garrison, and you tell them to follow you and they follow you, and it's like, all right, place those supplies, and they're like, okay, cool, like right here is good, and I'm like, yeah, right there, yeah, sure, and like they'll try to place a garrison, or they'll try to place their supplies like on top of where you want to place your garrison, so it's like, no, 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 like back up, like go kind of over there. Like you have to be within 50 meters. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You can place them anywhere. And they're like, oh, okay, I gotcha. But see that like little things like that make them just so much better. And those are the things we need. We need leaders in this game. And this is the thing I'm going to talk about in another video. But this game provides such a unique opportunity for leadership. Leadership through teaching, leadership through actually leading like tactically. Um, and it is honestly one of the best things I think any game has brought to us in a long time. I really do think that. Maybe there's another game. I don't know. I'm not like too big of a gamer, so maybe there's another game that's like that too. But um, really, really fun when you know what you're doing. And a lot of higher level players maybe don't know what the fuck is going on because they've never been taught. They've never been communicated with. So even with those guys that don't talk to them a little bit. Try to like I don't know, get them to say something or get them to at least react to you in chat or something. I don't know. There's a lot of things we could do, but we should be teaching them, and if we teach them, a more educated mass will lead to way better quality games, guys. So let's just do that. Let's just do that. Make the community even better than it already is.